Hello everyone! We noticed that a large number of you guys watch our videos without subscribing, so what's stopping you? Click here to stay updated with our latest nerdy content. And back to the video. Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to another ATP video. Today we'll be talking about non-TB mycobacteria. It'll be a short and concise video and I hope you'll benefit from it. If you would like to know more about Mycobacterium tuberculosis, make sure you check out our previous video in the description. Now before we start, I would like to briefly talk about Mycobacteria itself. It's called Mycobacteria because it contains a unique substance in its cell wall called mycolic acid. Mycolic acid contains lipids, making the cell wall of the bacteria a lipid-rich cell wall. Mycobacteria are also called acid-fast. This is because they are resistant to decolorization by acid after staining with carbofluoxin. Therefore, they gram stain poorly. So, what do we use to stain them then? We use something called Ziehl-Neelsen stain. This stain is used to detect mycobacteria. Okay, now on to today's topic, non-tuberculosis Mycobacterium species. This video will mainly focus on Mycobacterium leprae, avium complex, scrofulaceum, and marinum. Mycobacterium leprae is an acid-fast bacillus that likes cold temperatures. That explains its predilection for extremities of the body. Armadillos are a major reservoir for it. It causes leprosy, which is also commonly known as Hansen's disease. Diagnosis is usually via skin biopsy or tissue PCR. PCR stands for polymerase chain reaction. It can present clinically in two ways. Lepramatous leprosy. This is caused by humoral response promoted by the Th2 cells. This presentation has a high chance of human-to-human transmission. This form presents diffusely over the skin, with leonine facies. Patients' distal portions will also be affected, leading to a glove and stalk pattern. Numerous extensor surfaces are cooler and present with disease of demarcated lesions. This form can be lethal. However, it may be treated using dapsone, rifampin, and clofazimine given for 2 to 5 years. On the other hand, tuberculoid leprosy happens because of Th1 cells that stimulate macrophages to engulf bacteria in a cell-mediated immunity. This form has mild symptoms and is limited to a few numb hairless skin plaques. A Lepraman's skin test can be used as a diagnostic tool in this form. It tests for an immune reaction similar to TB and will form a wheal if positive. It's treated using dapsone and rifampin, which are given for 6 months. Mycobacterium avium complex, also known as MAC, refers to two types of bacteria, Mycobacterium avium and Mycobacterium intracellulare. They are known for causing opportunistic infections. MAC rarely infects healthy individuals and mostly affects people with lung disease like COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and people who are immunocompromised, such in cases of HIV. There are two types of MAC infections. Number 1, pulmonary MAC infection. These are the most common type. They mainly affect elderly women and people who already have a lung disease. MAC can also cause hypersensitivity pneumonitis, which is a mixed type 3 and 4 hypersensitivity reactions to environmental antigens. The disease is commonly called hot tub lung and is caused by MAC found in the mist produced by tubs. The pulmonary infection presents with common pulmonary symptoms such as dyspnea, cough, chest tightness, etc. The second type is disseminated MAC infections. This usually happens to patients in the late stages of AIDS. It's the most common in HIV patients, with CD4 counts less than 50. It causes fever, night sweats, abdominal pain, diarrhea, and weight loss. Disseminated MAC is treated with azithromycin, which is a prophylactic antibiotic, and ethambutol. Rifabutin can also be added as needed. Mycobacterium scrofulaceum and marinum, these two types rarely cause infection and therefore not much is known about them. Mycobacterium scrofulaceum causes cervical lymphadenitis in children, while Mycobacterium marinum is known to cause hand infection in aquarium holders. hence the name marinum. We've reached the end of our video, and now let us sum up the points that we have discussed today. Mycobacterium leprae can present in two different ways: Lepramatous leprosy and tuberculoid leprosy, with Lepramatous being the more severe type. Mycobacterium avium complex causes opportunistic infections, which can also present in two different ways, with pulmonary presentation being the most common and the disseminated being the most lethal. The disseminated one presents in patients with HIV with CD4 counts less than 50, which should be prophylactically treated with azithromycin. And lastly, Mycobacterium scrofulaceum causes cervical lymphadenitis in children, while Mycobacterium marinum is known to cause hand infection in aquarium holders. And that's it for today. We hope you found it beneficial. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to receive our latest updates. And as always, thanks for watching.